this is Dan with StarReviews.com. Today we're going to review the As Seen on TV product from Ronco. It's the Coffeetime Brew system. Now what this does is it makes a coffee or tea concentrate. For the test we're going to do here, we're going to make a coffee concentrate that's going to last up to weeks. And here's how it works. You're going to brew all of your coffee in this piece here, and this is what you're going to get in the kit. You're going to get everything you see in front of me, from the container to hold the concentrate to this little pot that you're going to use to brew it. It has a plug that comes with it on the bottom. You actually don't get the coffee, you don't get a coffee filter, but we picked those up to have them here so we can show you the test. You get two cold filter pads. They go on the bottom. We're going to show you that in a minute. And what this does is a coffee concentrate is going to reduce, it says on the box and it says in the infomercial that it's going to reduce the acid content in the coffee. And if you make it concentrate, you can keep it up to weeks. That's going to obviously help you, save time. Plus, if it's cold, you can make either hot coffee, a cold coffee, or an ice blended drink. If you want to use coffee, tea, espresso, whatever you want to make, you can make a concentrate. And then when you're done, you mix 1 part concentrate to 1 part water for what they call in this included recipe guide a bold cup of coffee, which I would probably think is somewhere along the lines of a medium. If you want a light cup, you're going to go 1 part concentrate to 2 parts water, and a really strong cup, 1 part concentrate to a half part of regular water. Then you can heat that up if you want hot coffee. So let's go ahead and get started with our test. It's pretty easy. You want to make sure you have the plug firmly placed in the bottom so that it's not going to leak out. Now the mixture that you make in this is going to sit in here for up to 8 to 12 hours. So we're going to make this mixture, let it sit in here. You're going to use a lot of water and a lot of coffee. You're going to put the filter on the bottom. First I put in that cold plug, the cold filter pad as you see there on the bottom. Then the regular paper coffee filter goes in. You're going to use 10 ounces of coffee, which is what we have here in this bag measured out. It's an awful lot of coffee. It's going to fill up that whole filter. Now you need 48 ounces of water, which we already have measured out in this water bottle here. Now if you want to pour this in a swirling motion, you don't want to stir this, you just want to swirl the water around to make sure all the grinds get wet. And then once all your grinds get wet, you're just going to lid this, let it sit for 8 to 12 hours, which we will, and then we're going to come back and pour out the concentrate, make a cup of coffee, and see how it tastes. So all the water is in there with the coffee, and now it's just going to brew for 8 to 12 hours. Be sure to put your lid on, nothing gets inside. And just like that, we're going to come back in 8 to 12 hours, show you how to pour the concentrate into here using the top. You're going to pull the plug, put it in here, and let's make a cup of coffee and see how it tastes, so stay tuned. Okay, so we let this Coffeetime Brew system sit for 12 hours, and then we drained it down into the container here, just so, to show you how it looks now. After it's been drained, all the grinds stay obviously here on the top. You pull the plug out of the bottom. We actually have it replugged right now so nothing leaks. And once you pull the plug out of the bottom, you just place this on top of this like so, let it drain out, and here's what you get. Now it's obviously very dark. It smells very, very strong, and we have a clean mug here. We're going to do 1 part to 1 part, heat it up real quick. We're going to come back with a nice Brave tester and see how this stuff tastes. So we're back from the microwave. Our coffee 1-to-1 is heated and ready to taste. I personally don't like coffee, so we have a cameraman here who's ready to taste it. He's a coffee drinker. We have it set up as black coffee, no milk, no sugar, not to change the taste of the actual coffee itself. And what do you think?
It's really strong coffee, but it's set up. We only did the 1-to-1 test, so it's set up to be really strong coffee. We don't have milk and sugar in it because we want to taste it black, but I can tell you it tastes odd. That's the best I can. It doesn't taste like true, really good coffee.
So there you have it. Although it comes close to the taste of regular coffee, it obviously lacks a little bit of something. And the Black State 1-to-1 is obviously going to produce a really strong cup of coffee. So I'm not even sure what 2 parts concentrate to 1 part water would even be drinkable. We're going to wrap this up. Stay tuned. We'll come back with our results. Okay. You just saw us put this to the test. We actually made another cup. We thinned it out a little bit to make it a little less strong. Brave cameraman stepped up to do the taste test once again. Still had that odd flavor he reported, but then after he put it down, he kind of walked away for about 30 seconds or so and reported back with a very, very bad aftertaste, to the point where he had to chase it down with just regular water to kind of get rid of that aftertaste in his mouth. Moving on to the pros and cons of the product. The pros, it's a really complete kit. So everything that you need is going to kind of come with the kit, aside from coffee, which you should have, and then coffee filters, which if you're using this to replace an actual coffee brewing pot, you should have those as well. A couple of cons about the product. Obviously, within this recipe book, it kind of gives you an idea for the ratio that you should use to make coffee, and I think it kind of produces coffee that's a lot stronger than that. And the bad aftertaste, that's not going to be something that you're going to enjoy at all out of a cup of coffee. And to be honest, the price we paid was probably around $20, which is definitely going to be cheaper than the wasting an actual pot of coffee when you are done drinking just one cup. And it's still going to be a lot less expensive than the now they have the 1 cup brewers. But if the taste isn't there and you're a coffee drinker, you're not going to really enjoy it. Overall, StarReviews has to give this product 2 out of 6 stars. We really the process leading up to everything was very easy to use, and it was pretty simple to figure out. But the actual taste testing, that's really where it comes down to, and if it doesn't taste good, the product simply isn't worth it. Be sure to check out our website, StarReviews.com, and see us review other As Seen on TV products.